Just imagine, little Willows, that somebody would come to you and say something like, you're going to be confined for 2 or 3 months, or even more. I'm glad that never happened. Truth is, it did. So most of you guys and gals had to do the best with what you had. So if you're not in abundance in a gym with a lot of equipment, how do you work out in order not to lose your gains and even maybe increment your gains? Because I know that lots and lots of you were at the gym but didn't even really know for sure what you were doing or how to program your workouts. So I'm gonna give you a huge help. The first tip will be about the mindset. I can't tell you how many people I've watched that were and are supposedly athletes that were saying stuff like, after 3 months, I finally got my barbell and I finally went to the gym and lifted weights for the first time. Oh, it felt so heavy, but I haven't done anything for the last 2 to 3 months. And I'm like, okay, so you're one of those athletes that can only work out, can only work and improve their physique and their skills if they have the best equipment ready. That is some serious bullshit right there. You're not an athlete, I might say. You're not an athlete if you have gone 2 to 3 months without even doing some, I don't know, burpees, planks, push-ups, backpack push-ups. You gotta do something. You gotta be able to know, you gotta know that once you don't have the equipment, you can use your creativity or your fitness knowledge in order to do other stuff. Let's put it this way. If somebody would have dropped me in, where do pigs live? Yeah, where pigs live or where chickens live, If somebody would have dropped me right there, butt naked, I would be able to train because I would know what to do. And that's what I'm here to help you with. So let's carry on. Now let's be specific. You're gonna use whatever you have at home, including furniture, to help you with your workout. So if you don't have any of this, I have the right tools for you. So for example, a bench would be very well substituted by a chair, a sofa, or a bed. Let's not make it a water bed. A weight, any weight, whether it be kettlebells or dumbbells, can be switched by a jug of water, a gallon of water, or a backpack, which is very much old school, but I love it. Dips can also be done with a chair, a bench, a sofa as well, and you can place your feet on top of another chair if you want to make sure it's a little bit tougher. And any type of rowing movements, either it be with one hand or 2 hands, can be done with either the backpack or the table. Then either an ab wheel or sliding movements like this can be done with either a towel. I've seen people put plastic bags on their feet and or a piece of paper. These are the basics with what you have. If you want to invest in some equipment, you have this great video that we've done already, advising you on the first essentials going on to a complete home gym. So link in description. Third one, let me remind you that the workout session is just a small portion. It's just like, what, an hour and 15 minutes, or even 45 minutes maybe, 30 minutes for a few. It's only a small portion of your day. So even if you bend yourself in that 45 to 1 hour, whatever, you still have the rest of your day. And what determines fat loss for you guys that want to lose some weight or shed some body fat is total expenditure throughout the day. So you gotta eat less than you spend in terms of calories. So if you spend the whole day sitting around, even if you work out very hard when it comes time to train, it might not be enough. So remember, take the stairs instead of the elevator, go for a walk, small walk with social distancing, of course. Get that old rusty bike out of the basement and do active stuff throughout the day. Remember, losing weight is a numbers game. Spend more than you take in. Tip number 4, linear progression. If you were benching a whole lot or squatting a whole lot or a heavy ass weight with a barbell or dumbbells in the gym, and now you're trying to transfer it at home, you're not gonna be able to get the same intensity by doing burpees, if you know what I mean. You're gonna have to resort to techniques to make the workout more intense, trying to imitate as much as possible, and we know it's kind of impossible, but as much as possible the type of intensity and the type of load that you had on the gym. So for example, use unilateral exercises, because if you have to do it with one leg only, it's gonna always be more difficult than with both legs. Another one is a bigger or longer eccentric portion of the exercise. That will get you much more fatigued and will even do a nice stretching. Another great one that you obviously know is supersets. So you finish one exercise and without any type of rest, you go right on to the next exercise, which will increase your fatigue and the intensity as well. Plyometrics, jumping as high as you can, or as soon as you rebound, you jump again. I would recommend very short amount of reps, like from anywhere from 2 to 5, and a huge rest in order to really get your tendons and ligaments, ready for the next set. But do as high, as explosive as possible. For example, squat jumps or lunge jumps would be great chances for you to really work on that explosion. Another one, isometrics. Keeping that position for as long as you can, and if you put some extra weight on it, the better. So a lot of calisthenics movements like L-sits have a huge component of isometrics. And lastly, obviously, if you have anything like a backpack, heavy-ass backpack, and if you have a rubber band, you can place the rubber band, you can use whatever you have, your grandmother, whatever, in order to squat, bench, deadlift. So use everything you have at home to make the load bigger. Let's go, Mary, 10 more seconds. Let's go, Mary, 10 more seconds. Oh my God, I'm so tired. High intensity interval training is a great thing, but don't do it more than 2 to 3 times a week. A lot of people, when they start working out at home, they only do those express quick workouts of 15 minutes. You'll be in shape in 15 minutes. That's just a beating to your body. You're not gonna learn anything. The technique will start to decrease and the overall results will be great in a couple weeks or in a couple months, but then it's going downhill. Why? Because you're probably not working on a lot of the things that you should work in the first place, that sometimes are a little bit more boring, I must admit, but you really have to strengthen yourself. Strengthening and hypertrophy exercises, balance drills, stuff to improve your or get rid of some of the imbalances you might have, proprioceptive work. That's a lot of good stuff that you have at home that you can do. And once you get back to the gym, you're actually gonna feel better and have your core tighter or activate your muscles quite better. That's what you should strive to go for, not just 15-minute express workouts. And I know. I saw a lot of bloggers and YouTubers doing this every day. But that's what comes with being in the 21st century, I guess. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. Now, how to program your week. It's pretty simple. If you work out from 1 to 3 times a week, you're gonna do full body. So you work your entire body in that day that you're working on. And you might have some rest days in between. If you're working from 4 to 5 times a week, I recommend, for instance, you do upper body on one day, lower body the second, upper, lower, for example. Or you can do push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. By push, I mean everything that pushes, either in your trunk or in your legs as well. So I mean lunges and squats would be a great addition to this day. Pulling day would be a lot of rowing, a lot of pull-ups, for example, and all the hinge movements like deadlifts or kettlebell. If you work out 6 times per week, you can do push, pull, legs. So all your upper body pushing on one day, the next day all your upper body pulling, and the third day all of your legs. You might rest the 4th day and repeat the cycle. So the idea is, like Minority Report, to look at your whole week, your whole schedule, and to figure out that at least you've worked each muscle twice. It's our little secret, Willow secret. As you can see, you're not qualified enough to give me excuses. If you realize or if you know the principles behind the workout sessions, you can adapt and work out anywhere. Just please don't tell me that you couldn't work out because of the COVID, because that shit ain't true. And you know what? Excuses are worse than COVID because they even spread faster. Okay? okay? Don't make me hurt you.